BetUS, America's favorite sportsbook and casino. Live betting and racebook. We're celebrating 30 years with a historic offer. A 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits. Plus 10% gambler's insurance. Get started today. BetUS, where the game begins.
We're here. Probably the worst pay-per-view of the year. And, we got a guy who's got 3 losses in his last 4 fights. Fighting, Diego Lopez, who's actually just an absolute monster. Love watching Diego Lopez fight. Volkanovski should not be in this picture at all. I mean, if you've got a guy who's got 3 losses in the last 4 fights, 2 straight losses, 2 of them being vicious knockout losses, you should not be fighting for the title. It should be Movsar Evloev fighting Lopez for the second time. Everybody knows that. But the UFC doesn't care because they're going to feed this down your throat, and it's absolutely garbage. Absolute garbage. I hope Diego Lopez literally goes in there, knocks Volkanovski's head off, and we don't have to see this guy ever again in a main event because it drives me absolutely nuts that you got guys coming off 2 straight knockout. Anyways, I'm not even going to get into it. So, Diego Lopez hopefully crumples him. I think he's going to finish Volkanovski early. Volkanovski, time's up for him. So, all in, Diego Lopez. I hope he absolutely crushes him. If you're going to bet on him now because those odds are only going to get worse. Slight underdog. He's probably going to go to a favorite before the fight. Mark my words on that one. Trust me. And let's go to the co-main event. Perfect. We got Michael Chandler, who's lost 4 in his last 5 fights. Only beat Tony Ferguson, 38 years old. Taking on the baddie, Paddy Pimblett. I'll give you this. Paddy Pimblett has been looking really good. Submitting guys. He's looking real good. I hope he comes in here and destroys Michael Chandler because the UFC needs guys like Paddy Pimblett, guys who can move the needle, sell the fight, exciting on the mic, and in his performances, man. Say what you want about Paddy the Baddie. He finishes guys. You don't see many Paddy Baddie fights going to distance. So I hope Paddy the Baddie gets it done. It might be a tough matchup for him because Michael Chandler does have good takedown defense, strong wrestler. But if Paddy the Baddie does get him down, he's going to do some work on him. And on the feet, Chandler might have the edge on the feet. He hits hard, very good, very hard hitter, strong puncher. So Paddy the Baddie can get the fight to the ground. I can see him winning. And UFC, so we got, let's see, Volkanovski lost 3 of his last 4. Chandler, he's lost 4 of his last 5 fights. Yair Rodriguez, he's lost 2 in a row. And this is your main card, guys. Perfect. So you got main card, and you got guys just coming off all these losses. Like, these guys don't deserve this main card's spot. Not gonna lie. I mean, this is not a co-main or main, but you're still on the main card, and people are still paying their hard-earned money to watch these fights, and these are the type of fights you're putting on. I don't want to see a guy on the main card that's coming off 3 straight losses. Anyways, Yair Rodriguez taking on the Pitbull, Patricio Pitbull. Yeah, man, they should have got this guy 5 years ago, 6 years ago. I mean, he's 37 now. Now you sign him. Look at him. He's lost 2 of his last 3, and his only fight he did win was over Jeremy Kennedy. He's not very good. He got kicked out of the UFC. And now you're fighting Yair Rodriguez. He's only Pitbull's only 5'5", 5'6" maybe on a good day, taking on the 5'11" Yair Rodriguez. And Pitbull's going to go in there, never fought in the UFC before. Hopefully he can get the fight to the ground, because if he strikes with Yair Rodriguez, it's going to be a real bad night for him. So I'll take Yair on that one, I think. Other than the grappling, like, Patricio likes to strike too, so he's a guy that's like to go out there and just try to bang it out. It's going to be hard with Yair Rodriguez, so I'll go with Yair on that one. Bryce Mitchell taking on Gene Silva. Interesting to see Bryce Mitchell is such a big underdog because he's a very strong grappler. I don't care who it is. If he can get Gene Silva to the ground, which he's going to try, Gene Silva's going to be in trouble because I know Gene Silva's got a decent ground game, jiu-jitsu, yeah, great, but I think Bryce Mitchell is the better jiu-jitsu guy here. if it was just pure jiu-jitsu, Bryce Mitchell's strong, man. He's got them twisters. He's real strong grappler. Really bad striker, not a very good striker at all. And Gene Silva is looking to sprawl and brawl. He's probably going to be able to stuff most of those takedowns. And unfortunately, now you're Bryce Mitchell. You're forced to strike with Gene Silva. Gene Silva's just a much, much better striker. Hits hard. Just fought recently as well. So he's in good shape, ready to go. I'll go with Gene Silva on this one, and he's a big favorite, as he probably should be. But don't count out Bryce Mitchell, because his grappling is very good. If he can take Gene Silva down, he could probably do some work. Up next, Nikita Krylov taking on Dominic Reyes. Both these guys coming off little win streaks. Krylov's been looking pretty good. He's got 3 in a row. Been finishing guys. Dominic Reyes, he's been looking pretty good himself, coming off a nice two nice finish wins over Dustin Jacoby and Anthony Smith. They do have a common opponent in Ryan Spann. Ryan Spann beat Dominic Reyes, and Krylov finished Ryan Spann, but it was different styles. Styles make fights. We know this, whatever. I'm going to go with the underdog on this one. I'm going to go with Dominic Reyes. I think Dominic Reyes has he's a better striker. Actually, it's around the same, but he might hit harder. He's definitely, I think, got more KOs, but Nikita Krylov is the better grappler of the two. So if he's able to get this fight to the ground, Nikita Krylov is going to be his fight to win. If he can get the fight to the ground, he's a very good grappler. Dominic Reyes has shown to have pretty good takedown defense, so if he can sprawl and brawl, he'll get that one. I'll go with the underdog, though, on that one. This one, Dan 50K Ige taking on Sean Woodson. Huge height advantage, but big step up in competition for Sean Woodson, because he hasn't really fought anybody on the level of Dan Ige. I mean, his best opponent, I would say, was Charles Air Jourdain, and it was a close fight, split decision. So I'll go with the underdog. I'll go with Dan 50K Ige on that one. Yan Shannon, don't care about that one. Jim Miller, huge underdog, plus 600 against Chase Hooper. I'll take it. I'll go with Jim Miller just because he's plus 600 here. Jim Miller's the man, bro. He's been killing it too. Let me check this out here. Jim Miller, he's been looking real good. Yeah, he just finished Damon Jackson. Damon Jackson's pretty good. Damon Jackson finished Pat Sabatini, and Jim Miller went out there and finished him. Lost to King Green, but, beat Gabriel Benitez and Jesse Butler. He's got 3 wins in his last 4 fights. The he's killing it, man. And you're fighting Chase Hooper, Ben Askren's son over here. Yeah, he submitted 45-year-old Clay Guida with a armbar, but Jim Miller's got wicked jiu-jitsu. High-level jiu-jitsu black belt. The Miller brothers, him and Dan Miller, those guys are OGs. And the fact that you're counting out Jim Miller at age 41, that's the issue. Age 41, but if this fight was even odds or closer odds, yeah, I would go with Chase Hooper, 25-year-old versus a 41-year-old. But the fact that they're counting out Jim Miller this much, and he's been looking pretty damn good recently, so, the experience, he's got a huge experience advantage, so the guy's the real deal. Jim Miller, age 41, plus 600. I'll take it. Plus 600 just because of the odds. We'll go for it. Darren Damage Elkins, he's taking way too much damage these days, age 40. I'll go with Julian Arosa on that one. Clearly huge favorite as well. We got Cedric Dumas taking on Michel Olchewicz. This one is going to be a close one. I'll go with Cedric Dumas. Actually, I don't know about this one. This one is a tough one. Is this Cedric Dumas guy the same guy that's trying to fight 4 extras on the No Jumper podcast? I don't know. I know he's trying to fight some UFC fighter. 4 extras. Please don't try to fight any UFC fighters. It's not going to end up very well for you. But yeah. Sumaderji, I'll go with him. And the last one I'll touch on here is Trayshawn Gore taking on Marco Tulio. I'll go with Marco Tulio, huge favorite as well, minus 380. Some sites minus 400. Yeah, he should get this one done here. But yeah, not the greatest card at all. You got a bunch of guys in the main card that just got tons of losses in a row. It's really bad, man. The UFC needs to step it up here. I mean, even upcoming, like, let's see here, UFC 315, right? The next pay-per-view. Okay, Bilal Muhammad, he should be there. He's the champ. Jack Della Maddalena, obviously he should be Shavkat. He got injured. Jack Della Maddalena steps in. No argue here. That's exactly what the main event should be. Great fight. Great fight. Even though no one likes Bilal and they think whatever, it is what it is. Great fight. Then you got Aaron Blanchfield taking on Macy Barber. Main event. This is a main event. Macy Barber versus Aaron. Oh my God, I don't even know where to start here. That's absolutely brutal. Absolutely brutal. And then we got great UFC 316. Merab versus Sean O'Malley. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Sean O'Malley should not be fighting for the title. He just got destroyed by Merab. I'd rather see Umar fight Merab again, but hey, it's not about the best fighting the best anymore. It's about money. So it is what it is. Hopefully we can get rid of these UFC matchmakers, put some proper guys in that are actually going to give you proper matchmaking fights and don't care about this nonsense. And yeah, let's make that money. BetUS, promo code Iceman. Use that code, bro. I'm going to try to help you out. I'm not like these other channels, right, that are just got all these guys, all these fans betting with them and this, that. I'm actually going to try to help you out. Let's do it. Out.